Welcome back to Albums Born Today, where we delve into the history behind albums celebrating their release. It's March 15th, 2024. Let's explore what the past has in store for us today. Destroyer is the fourth studio album by the American rock band Kiss, released 48 years ago today. The album is notable for its ambitious production, diverse musical influences, and the inclusion of one of Kiss's most iconic songs, Beth. Prior to Destroyer, Kiss had achieved significant commercial success with their live album Alive. The success of the live album set high expectations for the band's next studio release. Kiss enlisted renowned producer Bob Ezrin, known for his work with artists like Alice Cooper, to produce Destroyer. Ezrin brought a more polished and ambitious approach to the album, emphasizing orchestration and incorporating various studio effects. The recording of Destroyer took place at Electric Lady Studios in New York City. Ezrin's production style involved layering multiple tracks and experimenting with different sounds. The band members were not initially accustomed to such a meticulous recording process. Destroyer showcased a more diverse range of musical influences compared to Kiss's earlier albums. The album featured elements of hard rock, glam rock, and even orchestral arrangements. Songs like Detroit Rock City and God of Thunder demonstrated the band's ability to blend heavy guitar riffs with theatrical elements. Beth, a ballad sung by drummer Peter Criss, became one of Kiss's biggest hits. The song's inclusion was initially met with skepticism from some band members, but it went on to become a chart-topping single and won a Grammy Award for Best Pop Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocal. The album cover, designed by artist Ken Kelly, featured a dramatic depiction of the band in a post-apocalyptic landscape. The artwork contributed to the album's overall visual impact. Shoot Out the Lights is the sixth and final studio album by the British folk rock duo Richard and Linda Thompson, released 42 years ago today. The album is widely regarded as a masterpiece, but its creation was fraught with personal and professional challenges. Richard and Linda Thompson were married, and by the time they started recording Shoot Out the Lights, their marriage was in a state of disrepair. The personal difficulties between them provided a tumultuous backdrop for the recording sessions. The album was recorded in 1981 at the University of Texas in Austin. Joe Boyd, who had produced some of the duo's earlier work, was slated to produce the album. The recording process was marked by intense personal and artistic tensions between Richard and Linda. Their relationship was unraveling, and this tension seeped into the music, giving the album a raw and emotionally charged quality. The title track, Shoot Out the Lights, became one of the duo's most well-known songs. Its lyrics, combined with the intensity of the performances, reflected the emotional turmoil of the Thompsons' relationship. Due to the personal struggles and the uncertainty of the album's commercial potential, the release of the album was delayed. By the time it hit the shelves in the United States in 1982, Richard and Linda had already separated. Despite the personal challenges surrounding its creation, the album received widespread critical acclaim for its emotional depth, powerful songwriting, and the exceptional musicianship of both Richard and Linda Thompson. Over the years, the album has grown in stature and is often considered one of the finest albums in the folk rock genre. It has been praised for its honesty, the skill of Richard Thompson's guitar work, and Linda Thompson's emotive vocals, while the album marked the end of Richard and Linda Thompson's musical partnership and marriage. It solidified Richard's reputation as a masterful guitarist and songwriter. Linda took a break from the music industry for several years before eventually returning to solo work. 13 is the sixth studio album by the British alternative rock band Blur, released 25 years ago today. The album is known for its experimental and diverse sound, exploring themes of love, heartbreak, and introspection. In the late 1990s, Blur found themselves in a changing musical landscape. Britpop, a genre they were closely associated with, had waned in popularity. With 13, Blur sought to move away from the Britpop sound and explore more experimental and diverse musical territories. Graham Coxon, the band's guitarist, was going through personal issues and struggles with alcoholism during the recording of 13. His contributions to the album reflect a more abstract and experimental guitar style. This would be Coxon's last album with Blur until his return in 2009. Damon Albarn, the lead vocalist and primary songwriter, was going through a difficult period in his personal life, including a breakup with his then-girlfriend, Elastic as Justine Frischmann. The emotional turmoil Albarn experienced is evident in the album's lyrical themes. The band chose to record parts of 13 in Iceland, working with producer William Orbit. The change in environment and collaboration with Orbit contributed to the album's experimental and atmospheric qualities. 13 incorporates a wide range of musical influences, including alternative rock, electronic, and avant-garde elements. The album features a departure from the more straightforward pop sound of Blur's earlier work, embracing a more introspective and experimental approach. The singles from 13 include Tinder, Coffee and TV, and No Distance Left to Run. Tinder became one of Blur's most successful singles, reaching high positions in the charts. The album received positive reviews from critics for its innovation, but was a departure from the more commercially successful sound of their previous albums. Coffee and TV, featuring Graham Coxon on vocals, became another standout track from the album. The song, accompanied by a memorable music video featuring a milk carton character, received acclaim for its blend of melancholy and catchy elements. To Pimp a Butterfly is the third studio album by American rapper Kendrick Lamar, released 9 years ago today. The album is widely acclaimed for its complex themes, intricate storytelling, and its exploration of various musical styles, including jazz, funk, and spoken word. The album was released during a time of heightened racial tension in the United States, with issues such as police brutality and systemic racism gaining widespread attention. Kendrick Lamar aimed to address these issues and contribute to the dialogue on race and inequality. The title, To Pimp a Butterfly, is a play on the novel To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Kendrick Lamar often uses metaphors and symbolism in his work, and the title reflects the album's exploration of societal issues, racial struggles, and the impact of fame. Kendrick Lamar worked with a diverse group of collaborators, including producers such as Flying Lotus, Thundercat, and Soundwave. The recording process involved live instrumentation, with jazz musicians contributing to the album's rich and varied sound. The album draws inspiration from various musical genres, including jazz, funk, soul, and spoken word. It incorporates samples from iconic artists like George Clinton, Thundercat, and Sufjan Stevens. The diverse musical palette reflects Lamar's desire to create a work that transcends traditional hip-hop boundaries. To Pimp a Butterfly explores a wide range of themes, including racial identity, self-love, institutionalized racism, and the struggles associated with fame. The album tells a narrative that involves Kendrick Lamar confronting personal demons, societal challenges, and the complexities of success. Kendrick Lamar's lyrical prowess is on full display in To Pimp a Butterfly. The album features intricate wordplay, social commentary, and deeply personal reflections. Tracks like The Blacker the Berry and All Right are particularly notable for their impactful lyricism. The album received widespread critical acclaim for its bold artistic vision and thematic depth. It won numerous awards, including the Grammy Award for Best Rap Album, and was often cited as one of the best albums of the year and the decade. Thanks for watching. See you next time.